A good Wednesday, everybody. I'm meteorologist Ben Dery. Thanks for checking us out on Kare 11 Plus. Really, the next few days are pretty much going to be rinse and repeat. We're going to start off with cool, dry mornings and cool but mostly sunny afternoons. That'll change once we get into the weekend as a warm-up takes place as temperatures rise back into the mid to upper 60s before the weekend is through. These are today's low temperatures. Many of us started off into the 30s. In and around the metro, we were frost-free, but you head north of the metro where we had clearer sky through most of the overnight hours. That's where temperatures dropped to near the frost point. Cambridge dropped to 32 degrees, Princeton down to 30, and St. Cloud dropped to 31 degrees as well. Glencoe down to 33. And you can see it got colder even the further north you go. Bemidji dropped to 23 degrees early this morning. So yes, this colder air mass is in place and it basically is going to be with us through the rest of the week. That means temperatures over the next couple of mornings are probably going to look just like this. In and around the metro, we're probably going to be frost free, but you head north and northwest of town, that's where temperatures will be quite a bit cooler. And what's interesting is we're entering that time of year where we're potentially going to see our final frost here momentarily. This is our map that shows our average last freeze date, color coordinated with that legend on the left side. Let's zoom in closer. You can see this darker shaded area in northern Minnesota, northern Wisconsin. That coordinates with a late May last freeze. The lightest green color, patches of the Twin Cities and further south, that's basically late April. And these are some specific cities with their specific average last freeze dates. In the Twin Cities, we're already beyond that, April 24th. Rochester, the 29th. You head further north out towards Fargo. May 9th is our average last freeze date. And then up towards International Falls, basically around Memorial Day as we head into the tail end of the month of May. How about that? Outside this early afternoon, we're seeing kind of a mixture of clouds and sunshine. We will see, generally speaking, more sunshine than clouds over the next couple of days. But just keep in mind, a weak disturbance is passing through the region today that could generate a few spotty showers. Basically just a couple of sprinkles outside. That's what we're calling for today. That's basically our only rain chance through the rest of the week. We will stay seasonably cool through the rest of the work week before that weekend warm-up again takes us back into the 60s as early as Saturday, and then mid to upper 60s as we head into Sunday. One thing that has been more noticeable is the wind the last couple of days. Behind that frontal system on Monday, we've had that persistent northwesterly wind. It's still between about 10 and 15 miles per hour today, but the wind is a lot lighter than what it was yesterday morning, and we will stay in that northwesterly flow pattern that will again keep our temperatures on the cooler side. Many of us in the upper 50s, or excuse me, upper 40s to lower 50s from central and southern Minnesota, while we stay in the 30s up across the northern part of the state. And here's our radar satellite composite that certainly shows the denser cloud cover up north, and there were even some reports of some snow showers across the Arrowhead earlier this morning, though no measurable snow is in the forecast. And you can see there's those patchy sprinkles around the Sauk Center area towards Fergus Falls, Alexandria. That pretty much is in our forecast for the Twin Cities later today. It's important to note too that even though we have seen our fair share of severe weather across parts of Minnesota and especially Wisconsin, we generally don't see our severe weather season ramp up until later in May. Late May and especially the month of June, that's our most active severe weather month. And as long as we stay in this weather pattern, which is this cool, dry, northwesterly flow, this is not a very severe weather conducive environment for that severe weather, we'll say. That upper level low stays to our north and east. We stay in that dry northwesterly flow pattern. That means we don't have access to Gulf moisture. Temperatures are generally going to stay near or cooler than average from this weekend and beyond. And we stay in this dry weather pattern at least until the middle part of next week, maybe after the first full week of May. That's when we might see things really start to change, and we'll probably see more active weather develop after that. These are high temperatures over the next 5 days, and notice we're in the low to mid 50s today through Friday. Average high is 62 degrees, so we're about 10 degrees cooler than that through the end of the week. By the way, Friday is the 1st of May. Heading into the first weekend of May, there's the 60s returning to your forecast, and it does look like temperatures will stay on the seasonal side as we head into the first part of next week as well. So for today, a bit cool. A few stray afternoon showers are possible, being squeezed out of some of those cumulus clouds, but otherwise things will be fairly quiet and mostly dry. Northwest wind calming to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Should be a quiet evening outside as well. This is your statewide forecast for today. You can see lower 40s across the northern part of the state, low to mid 50s from St. Cloud southward. No 60s on the map. So yes, a cool day today. And again, we do expect very similar conditions to develop as we head into tomorrow as well. These are forecast lows for tonight, and it looks oddly similar to what we saw earlier this morning. So if you did see some patchy frost outside on your yard or maybe on some rooftops, you can expect to see similar conditions as we head into tonight. Closer look at the Twin Cities metro. Most of us within that metro core will stay in the upper 30s to lower 40s. You can see New Richmond dropping to 32, Osceola down to 33, and Princeton, a repeat night, dropping to 30. These are forecast highs for your Thursday. About as cool as the forecast gets. Barely a noticeable change from what we see today. Lower 50s for highs, and that 7-day forecast doesn't show a whole lot of change through the rest of the week. There's the 60s Saturday and Sunday. Pretty decent weekend is in the forecast. A few spotty showers possible Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, but most of us will stay dry. And yes, it does say scattered showers Monday and Tuesday, but right now it does not look overly wet. Hit and miss rain showers with temperatures on the seasonal side.